Did you know that over 50% of couples experience a significant emotional disconnect without even realizing it? Have you ever noticed subtle changes in your partner's behavior and wondered, what's really going on? And for 72% of divorces, the final straw is not infidelity or abuse. Today, we're going to uncover the hidden signs that your relationship might be silently falling apart and what you can do before it's too late. Relationships are tricky. On the surface, everything might seem fine, but beneath it, silent struggles could be brewing. From lack of communication to unnoticed patterns of behavior, we often don't realize how close we are to the edge of something bigger. In this video, we'll dive into how to recognize these warning signs and how understanding them can change everything. We live in an age of hyperconnection yet unprecedented loneliness. Modern relationships aren't destroyed by screaming matches, they're eroded by unspoken resentments, digital distractions, and a toxic cocktail of ego and unmet needs. Both men and women are guilty, but in different ways. Let's unpack the invisible wars killing your love. Let's start by talking about some of the most common signs that a relationship is slowly crumbling, often without anyone even realizing it. One major red flag: communication or the lack of it. You might notice that simple conversations, once full of life and connection, now feel like a chore. Maybe your partner is withdrawing, or you're the one shutting down. Conversations that once sparked joy now feel draining. Take a moment to think about this. Does your partner's fine actually mean I'm far from fine? A simple response like "it's okay" can actually signal that something much deeper is going wrong. This is where the emotional distance starts to creep in unnoticed. These signs don't appear overnight, but they slowly, silently erode the foundation of your relationship. Women often communicate feelings as a bid for connection. "I'm overwhelmed" means "I need your support." Men, wired to solve problems, hear this as "you're failing." So they withdraw, sparking a cycle of resentment. She feels unheard, he feels unappreciated. Silence grows. So, why do we ignore these issues? Why do we avoid discussing the small, yet crucial details that could save our relationships from falling apart? A lot of times, people fear confrontation or assume that addressing these things will only make things worse. But here's the truth. Avoiding these difficult conversations doesn't make the problems go away. It only makes them fester. Now, let's dive deeper into something many couples face: emotional manipulation. Think about how you might test your partner's boundaries, even unintentionally. For example, when one partner plays the silent treatment card, expecting the other to chase after them, or subtly manipulating situations to see how much control they can maintain. These behaviors often stem from insecurities or unmet needs, but they can slowly shift the power dynamics in unhealthy ways. Platforms like Instagram create the illusion of infinite upgrades. When partners post, "I deserve better," they're not just venting, they're subconsciously marketing themselves. Studies show chronic social media users report 34% higher relationship dissatisfaction. Every DM becomes a what-if eroding commitment. Here's the key moment. The real danger isn't just the emotional manipulation or the silent treatment. The danger lies in the underlying assumption that you know what the other person is thinking without actually communicating. This can cause misinterpretations, resentment, and an emotional wall to build up between partners. For example, when a woman says, "I'm not happy," it's often interpreted as a cry for help. But it's not always clear what the real issue is. She might just be asking for reassurance, or she might feel that she's not being heard. Meanwhile, the man might interpret this as an attack, thinking that his efforts are not enough. These small cracks can turn into a deep divide if not addressed openly. So, how do you address these issues? By recognizing the importance of open communication. Rather than reacting to the surface-level frustrations, try to ask more thoughtful questions. What's bothering you? What can I do to support you better? A woman raised by an emotionally absent father might unconsciously test her partner's loyalty through conflicts, recreating childhood dynamics. Men with critical mothers may interpret requests as attacks, shutting down. Toxic? Yes. But it's trauma, not malice. Modern couples demand 50-50 splits. But forget, equality isn't sameness. Women often weaponize, "I do everything." Men retreat into, "Nothing I do is enough." Research shows partners who assign roles based on strengths, e.g., she manages schedules, he handles finances, report 40% higher satisfaction. Modern dating teaches us to never settle, but this morphs into entitlement. Women demand Prince Charming. Men expect a porn star chef. Yet 89% admit they're unwilling to change their own habits. Love isn't about finding perfection. It's about building it. Men crave peace, not control. A 2024 study found 76% of men equate home with safety from performative masculinity. This isn't anti-feminist, it's biology. Women who curate calm spaces, minimizing chaos, respecting his decompression time, see partners 3 times more emotionally available. 1. Reframe complaints as bids. When she says, "You're always on your phone," translate, "I miss us." Respond with, "Let's unplug tonight," not defensiveness. Second, digital detox. Sundays, ban phones 4 hours weekly. UCLA found this restores oxytocin levels faster than therapy. Third, role clarity. Assign roles based on energy, not gender. If cooking drains her, swap chores, even if it's unequal. 4, trauma timeouts. When triggered, say, "This is my old wound, not you." It disarms 89% of fights. To sum up, relationships don't fall apart overnight. The signs are subtle: emotional distance, miscommunication, and unspoken frustrations. But they're always there. The key to keeping your relationship strong is addressing these issues before they fester, staying emotionally available, and most importantly, being honest with one another. Modern love isn't broken, it's evolving. The fix? Ditch ego for empathy. Stop outsourcing validation to strangers online. And remember, a soulmate isn't found. They're forged through daily choice. Your partner isn't your enemy. Silence is. If you've ever experienced moments where you felt something was off in your relationship, but couldn't quite pinpoint it, share your story in the comments below. Let's talk about how we can all recognize the signs and keep our connections strong. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more relationship advice and insights.